moment. If the war stops now, who will erase the color of blood from the white flower bags and the sidewalks? If the war stops now, who will reassure me that I won't have to evacuate another 5, 10, or 13 times? If the war stops now, who will help me cry after my tears have dried up? If the war stops now, who will assure me that my mom's medicine will always be available? If the war stops now, who will stop the drone sound in my mind? If the war stops now, who will stop the smell of death lingering in my mind? If the war stops now, who will rebuild the memories of every corner of my sister's house, which was bombed and turned into rubble? If the war stops now, who will compensate me for the days of humiliation spent sleeping in the street? If the war stops now, who will assure me that I will not be uprooted from my home, from my neighborhood, or my city? If the war stops now, who will help me find my dead uncle's grave after the Israeli bulldozer dug up the cemetery? If the war stops now, who will convince me that life is not only loss, grief, and pain? If the war stops now, who will turn the sound of crying into laughter?